Welcome to How to Cook That. I'm Ann Reardon, and today Hello Kitty has made it to the top of the cake request list, with just a few of you asking for a Hello Kitty cake. Alright, here we go. You're going to need 1 quantity of Italian meringue frosting because it's brilliant white and it's light and fluffy. It's just the perfect frosting for this cake. If you haven't made that before, there's a video recipe showing how to do that. If you just click on the link in the description below this video to go to howtocookthat.net, and all the recipe quantities and the video explaining how to make it is there for you. You will also find the cake-sized Hello Kitty template there, so print that out, cut one of the sheets through the nose and the bow and use that to line it up with the second sheet and sticky tape it into place. Then cut out the face completely, and this is going to be our guide for how big to make the details and exactly where to place them. You're also going to need 2 20cm cakes. You can use vanilla, chocolate, red velvet, whatever your favourite cake is. Take one of the cakes and place the cheek of the kitty against the edge of the cake and make note where the nose is because that's the central point of your face, and cut the cake straight down at that point. Take your second cake, put it under the first one and cut it to exactly the same size. Turn it around, join them together and you'll have the right width for your cake. Then put your template over the top and using that as a guide, trim off a small amount, just a tiny bit at the top and the bottom just to straighten up the middle edge there. Next, use one of your offcut pieces to cut 2 ears. Again, use your template as a cutting guide, and then you're going to need to round off the lower edge of the ear so that it fits snugly against the round cake. Put them into place and then use your template to cut around it again and get it exactly right. The simpler a cake design looks, the more exact it needs to be to make it look good. Trim your ears to the same height as the height of the cake by slicing some off the bottom of the ear. And then you can put your ears to one side for now and slice through the cake in the centre so it gives you 2 layers. Put a smear of Italian meringue on your cake board to stop the cake from moving around and put your bottom layer in place. Now I'm adding a thin layer of strawberry jam between the layers. You can use lemon curd or any other filling of your choice. Then add your top layer of cake and clear away any crumbs so that they don't get stuck in your frosting. Pile some of your Italian meringue on top of the cake and spread it over the whole thing using a spatula or a palette knife, and then spread it down and around so that you can cover all the sides. Get more frosting out of the bowl if you need it. You've got plenty there. Just make sure you keep a little bit because we're going to need some later. Then, using a flexible piece of plastic, smooth off the cake. If you go to a stationery store, you'll find plastic folders or document pockets there that you can cut up and use for this purpose. Then use a palette knife just to smooth around the edges. And now for the messy bit. Take 1 ear at a time and cover it in frosting on the base and the sides. Put it into place and then use a spatula to smooth and cover the top and smooth the side of the ears to give that slightly pointy kitty ear shape. To make your whiskers, take some licorice and cut it thinner and then use the template that we've got to measure the length of each whisker. Cut a long, thin strip of licorice and use that to outline your face. Now, if you don't have any licorice that's long in a roll like this in stores near you, or if you don't like licorice, you can always use black fondant for this. Just roll it out thinly into a long snake and outline it. Because it's a cartoon character, they always look better outlined because that's how they're drawn. Then hold your template above your cake. Now don't touch the cake or the icing with the template, just hover it over the cake and hold your whisker in position. Then move the template and put the whisker down in place and repeat that on the other side. This will just help you to get it exactly how it is on the drawing so that it looks like Hello Kitty. Make an oval shape out of the licorice for the nose and again use your template as a guide of where to place it on the cake. Cut the 2 eyes out of licorice. Again, you can use fondant if you'd rather. And then place them on the cake in exactly the right spot. To make the bow, you're going to need 2 60-gram balls of fondant and 1 20-gram ball of fondant in the colour of your choice. Most often you'll see it in red or pink. Take one of the larger balls and squash one end of it between your palms, just as shown. And then put it on your template and flatten it out with one hand while supporting the top edge of it with your other hand so that you're keeping it within the shape that is on your template. Repeat that for the other side of the bow, squash it, then flatten it, and then keep it in the shape of the template. Next, take a teaspoon and make an indent on each side of the bow, just like you'll see on the picture of Hello Kitty. And then take your 20 grams of fondant and roll it into a nice neat ball. Place it in the centre and flatten it slightly to get it to the right size using the palm of your hand. Gently pick up your bow and place it on your kitty. You're nearly done. Just take a small amount of Italian meringue and mix it with some yellow colouring. Put it in a Ziploc bag, twist the top of the bag and cut off the very corner. Then hold it low in the centre of the nose and pipe frosting in to fill the nose, and you might need to use your finger to smooth it off. It's Kitty. Next week we have a dessert video, and then the following week is chocolate. So if you haven't already put your chocolate truffle filling requests in, make sure you do that this week, and put your dessert and cake requests below. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.